Hey, everybody. So it's Randall back again, looking to provide some service to you, especially the folks out there who just are entering or in the middle of this storm, and to be somewhat of a helping hand and offer some clarity, I hope, for you. Okay, so when the shit first hit the fan with me over the summer, 2, 3 years ago, whenever the heck it was, my brother sat down with me and he took out a large white piece of paper. He's in special forces, very high up. I really respect the guy, really a good dude. Anyway, he wrote out like what are the main things you want to create in your life and how are you going to get there. Now at the time, I wrote them out and I kind of put some things and went about them in an unwieldy way and not the most efficient way, but it started me on that process of clarity and getting on solid ground. And when you do that, you can pull yourself out of being a victim and somebody who sees these things thrown upon you and you can't move and you're straitjacketed and everything, because that just leads to bad stuff, as all of us can testify to. So these days, what I do is continue that. All right, so let's take a look at my board, which is just an enlarged one of what I write in my pad, my artist pad, after I finish my free writing. These constitute what my focus in my life are now. So Blood Prose, WAD, these are films I'm doing. Blood Prose is Shakespearean thriller thing I'm doing. And WAD is workout of the day. It's kind of based on extreme weightlifting sports. The, you've seen it, the Spartan races, the Tough Mudders, the obstacle races, the CrossFit, Olympic weightlifting, training, blah, blah, blah. It's a Rocky type story. So under here, I write, obviously, finish my draft for the script here, work on social media, shoot this thing. I'm going to shoot a few scenes from this film here and find the location. Down here, L4L is my film production for defense and aerospace films. So do a sales meeting and materials, get those together. I'll get to this in a second. Now, L4L is not, I want to get this going a lot stronger than it is and get salespeople who can really help me doing this. So I had to revamp this and think about how I could get over this hump of selling things. Now, I don't mean this to be a talk about sales in my life and everything, but think about it from the filter of your own life. So these categories might be different, but let me continue and you might understand what I'm talking about. So I need to get my sales up. So I'm missing something. All right. I have salespeople who have helped a bit, but not done what I've needed to get done. So in the same way in life, in your life, something ain't working maybe. And, I could blame these guys for this, but it all comes back to me. So I get to thinking about making a sheet that asks a client, what is the most important thing for you to have in your film, for your company? And that might be a deeper understanding of their legacy or what they do or their products. Now, again, my point is not to give a lecture on, video production, film production in my business, but whether you're, the template's the same, whether you need to get in shape, get a relationship going that might fulfill you, or, get a new job or move out or move in or whatever, you want to have a plan for that. And that's something I haven't been great at. And it will bite you in the butt, especially now when you're in the shit. Because, like I've said 100 times, the compass is going zzz all over the place, and we need to focus that. Because from that clarity will come the strength you need to pull yourself up and move forward and build the kind of life you want, dude. Because when you go on the ground and you become worm food, or even if you believe in the afterlife and what have you, and you go above and that kind of thing, it's just you, homie. So whatever other people's opinion, whatever, of your life and what you're doing and what your situation is, whether Could be the ex, or it could be a relative or a friend. They're not climbing in the ditch with you. It's just you going in there. So live for yourself, and this is the way to do that. And you need clarity right now. So here I've talked a little about that, accepting what needs to be better here, and thinking outside the box and trying to get to a place where you're on firm ground. Health. Eating right, exercise, and relationship. Okay, and each of these, they can be broken down further. Like eating, okay. Look in your fridge. You could be on your own now. Maybe the ex has been buying the stuff, and you have to get versed in this. Maybe you want to get off peanut butter and go to almond butter, like I did, or eat something specific, or watch some videos of stuff that touched you, made sense to you, on health and that kind of thing. How are you going to get that? Order it from Amazon, order it from a company that brings it to you, go out each week, freeze it. You got to start learning these things, be self-sufficient. And again, this is all about this internal building of strength and character that will serve you very well. Exercise. What's your plan? 5 push-ups a day? Hey, that's fine. That's a fine place to start. Join a local gym. How are you going to do that? What's that look like? What's the schedule? Relationship, budget it out or have a strategy for this. My friend, he's a outgoing guy. He has a lot of parties. I'm going to get back in touch with him and start building on this so one day I can get back into that. So I really encourage you to explore this kind of structure and take the power back in your life, because right now, as I was, and I'm sure you have experienced this, you're just like this, and you need an anchor, and the anchor is yourself. But when it's all going a million miles an hour up here, it's difficult. So this is a good way to do it, to write that out. Okay, the main thing here is that I've gone through this, and other people have, and we've come out perhaps as better because we've gone through it. And that's the template. I've been thinking a lot about the passive life, how whether the emotions or other people, we sometimes just play into that, and the gravity of that intense emotion or that intense thought or that intense person, maybe the ex, can pull you in. And dude, you got to stand up and take control. And this is a way to do that in a structured way. Okay? All right. So I'm here for you, and we'll talk soon again. Okay? Take care, everybody. Bye.